If you live in North Carolina and voted in the 2024 election, your vote might be getting thrown out. Here is what you need to know. Jefferson Griffin is a Republican judge who lost his race against incumbent Justice Allison Riggs. The race was really close, but two official bipartisan recounts have reaffirmed that Riggs received more votes than Griffin and won the election. But rather than do what you and I would do and concede a race he lost fair and square, Griffin is now asking our state's GOP-controlled Supreme Court to throw out over 60,000 ballots from the 2024 election. The ballots he's contesting are from voters who didn't provide certain identification details when they registered, like a social security or driver's license number. Now, you may be wondering, why didn't these voters provide this information? The answer is simple: either because they registered before such requirements existed, or because of simple clerical errors like a local election official mistyping in numbers during data entry. And if you aren't one of the 60,000 North Carolinians who might have their vote thrown out, you almost certainly know someone who is. Just me personally, I've discovered over the past few days that I have at least 2 dear friends who are on the list of targeted voters. Find out if you're on the list by clicking the link in our bio or by going to our website at www.thehometownholler.com and clicking the button titled, "Is My Vote Being Challenged?" This will take you to a Google Doc where you can do a Control-F search and see if you or someone you know is at risk of having their vote thrown out. Shout out to Imre Adabag and Theodore Nollert for creating and sharing this valuable resource. This story matters for 3 reasons. First, Jefferson Griffin is asking the Supreme Court to overturn his opponent's victory. With a Republican majority, the Supreme Court could end up deciding its own membership. This is the definition of a conflict of interest, and it's a direct contradiction to how North Carolina's government is meant to function under our state constitution.
Big update. After I recorded this video, it was announced that the case has been moved from state court to federal district court, specifically the District of Eastern North Carolina. This is a big deal because it means that the North Carolina Supreme Court, which is controlled by Republicans, will not be deciding the case, at least as it stands right now, Thursday, December 19th at like 3 p.m. That's where things stand right now. It's going to be in federal court, where it is going to be more unlikely that the judge will rule in favor of Justice Griffin. However, this is still a developing story. Follow the news and stay tuned for more updates. But as you watch the rest of this video, just know that it's currently in federal court and not state court.
Second, throwing out these ballots could flip other close races, such as North Carolina House District 32, where Democrat Brian Kahn unseated a Republican incumbent by less than 300 votes out of over 40,000 ballots cast. 2 state Senate districts in which Democrats narrowly defeated Republican incumbents could also be affected. One is a Wake County seat won by Terrence Everett, the other is a Mecklenburg County seat won by Woodson Bradley. If Griffin's challenge is successful, the Republican-controlled Supreme Court could allow its own party to regain a supermajority in the state legislature despite losing it fair and square at the ballot box. Third and final, federal courts have already ruled these ballots are valid under U.S. law. Griffin disagrees and wants the state court to override that. If he's successful, this would set a dangerous precedent and make a mockery of our judicial system. So what's next? The state Supreme Court will decide whether to hear Griffin's case. Meanwhile, Democrats have filed a federal lawsuit to ensure the ballots stay valid. This legal battle has the potential to reshape the balance of power in our state, and at the very least, it will test how far election challenges can go here in North Carolina. For more Tar Heel politics in a shot glass, follow the Hometown Holler.